Morning guys, Matt from M40 Hobbies here. I've got a game next week against a friend who's coming here, and that means I need to make some terrain. I have everything that I am told I need from YouTube. I have some offcuts of foam, modelling compound stuff from Geek Gaming Scenics, trusted PVA glue, scenic things, some paint and a water bottle, and a standing knife and some brushes. Here goes nothing. Let's see how we get on.
So, time to start cutting polystyrene. First thing to say is be careful. As you can see by the plaster, I cut myself pretty much straight away. I made sure I was test fitting everything with some models as I was going along, but other than that, it's just a case of building as much terrain with however much polystyrene you've got as you would like. Pretty straightforward process, quite good fun making everything. I made some small bits, made some big bits, I left a few bits alone. And then I was crazy enough to start on this arch project, so I built a couple of foundations, I carved out the structure of the arch, and then I stuck it all together. I probably spent about an hour doing this, so not really too long at all, and you'll see in a minute I came out with absolutely loads of terrain. Now it's time to try out the modelling compound from Geek Gaming Scenics, and I'll be honest, it's pretty easy to use. Just kind of get it to the consistency of porridge and then start slapping it on all over the cliff faces, and when it dries pretty hard, protects the terrain, and you can paint it. For painting, I literally just used some black and white poster paint and I mixed in some PVA glue, because in my head this just gives it a little bit more protection when I'm using it. I kept going with this until I had covered pretty much everything and had a big pile of grey rocks in the corner. Then I had to play with some test fit it again, just to make sure everything fits, and then I let it dry in the sun because this was over summer and it was warm. Once it was dry, I did some dry brushing just to pick out those highlights, and then it was time for some basing, some flock. I used some sand, a little bit of green flock over the top, and then just to break up the clip faces, I started putting these tufts of grass in. Use the green ones at first, and then I put some purple ones in just to break up the colour a little bit more.